Hey there, wonderful humans. Today you're going to be thinking about the presidential election. You're going to be making predictions on who you think is going to win in 2020 based on a few pieces of information. One of those pieces of information that you'll be using is the historical maps, past elections. Find out if there are any trends on who votes for who across the United States. You'll also be using something called the polls, Polls. And the polls are when people call and ask different Americans who they'll be voting for. They just ask them flat out. And the polls are then collected to make a decision on who they best predict is going to win the presidency and other offices, Senate, House of Representatives, etc. You'll also be using your head and your heart to make a decision. So you'll be ultimately making a prediction on the 2020 election based on historical trends, polling, and your head and your heart. Okay, so let me show you how that's going to work. This is the document that you'll be opening. It says, can you predict the winner of the presidential election? You will study historic voting trends to make a prediction on who will win this year's historic presidential election. First, you're going to view the historical presidential election maps from 1984 all the way up until 2016. You'll be using this website right here called 270 to Win. I'm going to show you what that website looks like real quick. Okay, these are the historical presidential elections, and you can see all of the past elections. If you click on those, it'll enlarge the map, and you can find out a little bit better who won each of those states. You're going to answer the questions regarding the historical maps down below, and you're going to make a prediction on who will win your 5 states in 2020 based on historic trends. You're going to use red for Republicans, as you can see here, and blue for Democrats, as you can see on the map. And then I'm going to add your predictions to the big board in class. Behind me are the predictions already for some of the students in my class, predicting who they think is going to win those states. Your predictions are also going to be added onto these maps right here in class. So you distance learners are going to be able to work with the students in the class, combine your predictions into one map. Okay. Now you're only responsible for 5 states, the 5 states that are listed on your page. Okay. This is the entire electoral map, and your 5 states are on this map. Okay, so for instance, 1984, who won the presidency? You're just going to type in your answer right there. What political party was he? Write in their answer there. And then for your 5 states, again, write in Republican or Democrat on how they voted in the 1984 election. Okay, you'll repeat this for 1988, 92, etc. The very bottom then is your 2020 prediction. You're going to make your prediction on your 5 states once again. But before you do that, I want you to just think about the state that is underlined here. And you're going to write 1 or 2 sentences here explaining why you predicted your underlined state to vote the way that you predicted. After you have done that, you will be making a prediction on your other 5 states. You're going to go to this 2020 election forecast website. It's called 538.com. And you'll click on your states for more analysis. So let's go and check out what that website looks like. Now 538 makes predictions based on polling. And as you can see here, they're favoring or predicting that Biden is going to win the entire election. Now, if we looked at this same website back in 2016, it would have said Clinton is favored to win the election. And we know how that turned out. There is no President Hillary Clinton. So these predictions can certainly be wrong, okay? They've used over 40,000 algorithms to find out who they think is going to win, but it does not mean that that person is going to win. Now up in the top left, you can't see it on the screen here, but you can click on, instead of national overview, you can click on states to watch and find your state that is on your page here to find out what they predict for those states. Okay. After you've looked at the historical presidential maps, and after you've looked at the 538 election forecast predictions, now you're going to go to the Google drawing that is in Google Classroom, and you're going to complete the instructions. So you've got your own individual Google drawing that looks like this. This is the 2020 prediction map. You're going to make your prediction for your 5 states based on the trends. You're going to use the Insert Shape tool, which you, again, can't see on the screen, but click on that. Click on Shapes. You're going to click on Circle. Choose a circle. You're going to make the fill color, I'm going up here to fill color, and you're going to make it transparent so we can see through it. And you're going to then change the color of the circle to either be red or blue based on your prediction. You can also make the weight of the line a little bit thicker. And then put your circle over your state that you're responsible for predicting. Okay, so those will be the 5 states. Then you'll turn this into me, and I'll use your predictions here to add on to some of our prediction maps here at school. Okay, so you know what you're doing now for your presidential predictions. You know how to use the historical analysis. You know how to look at the predictions map, and you know how to make your own prediction for 2020. Okay, have fun with this. See ya.